And to our top focus this morning, all eyes are going to be on the 14th round of military commander level talks between India and China, which will be held shortly at 9:30 a.m. at Trishul-Moldo border. The talks, in fact, will focus on establishing confidence between the opposing forces ahead of approaching summers in eastern Ladakh, while also seeking to address issues associated with disengagement at pending friction points along the LAC in the region. And Shivani is joining us for more on this. Shivani, good morning to you. All eyes will be on this 14th commander level talks which will happen today. Take us through what's on the agenda, especially with regards to the friction points at the LAC.
See, indeed, today is an important day as the 12th round of talks will be held, and they will start, in fact, in just about 30 minutes from now at the Trishul-Moldo border point along the line of actual control to resolve the outstanding issues. We know that since these talks had begun, 13 rounds have already been completed, and in the month of February and in the month of August, the disengagement has already taken place, and now India will focus on the disengagement from hot springs and other areas where India and China are in a standoff position. And India has always been quite firm that it wants to resolve the issue through dialogue, though it has also kept its preparations on ground intact and updated, because we know that strategically also India is all set. So India's preparation is 360-degree in order to resolve the issue, but it prefers to resolve the issue through peaceful dialogue, and that's how once again, after a gap of 3 months, because the last round of talks that were done in the month of October, in fact on 10th of October, they did not bring a major breakthrough because India said that it kept on suggesting positive suggestions to China which were not agreeable by China. So once again, after negotiation and WMCC talks on 12th of November, today, the 14th round of talks will be taking place from now, and India is quite...
Shivani, I'm sorry, I'll have to interrupt you there. We are being joined by General A.K. Sivach on the phone line. Good morning, sir. Your first thoughts, on this 14th level, commander level talks that will happen between India and China. What do you think are the issues that are going to be on the top focus with regard to the LAC standoff between the two countries?
The point is that as far as the 13th Corps Commander meeting was there, it ended in a stalemate because India wants a comprehensive disengagement on the remaining friction point. So now 14th Corps Commander meeting is taking place in Trishul-Moldo today. Our expectation is that the Chinese must withdraw to a status quo which was there in April 2020 from all friction points. That is basically Depsang and Hot Spring and Depsang. But to me, it looks like that the Chinese may agree to withdraw from Hot Spring, but they are unlikely to agree to withdraw from Depsang so soon, because Depsang is strategically very important for China. They think that by coming to where they are at present, they are getting a strategic depth to Exciting as well on their western highway, G219 going from Xinjiang to Lhasa. And this is a place where they directly address Nubra Valley and Sichuan Glacier, bypassing DBO. In fact, this is a place where there can be a collusion between Chinese and Pakistani. Chinese from east, from Sichuan, and Pakistani from Gilgit-Baltistan can sandwich Nubra Valley and Sichuan Glacier. And hence, I feel that the Chinese are not ready to agree to withdraw from Depsang, and they are giving us different reasons. But it will be hard nut to crack. But I suppose there will be some forward moving in Hot Spring and to some extent Depsang. But Depsang is a difficult nut to crack so soon.
That's right, Major General. And one more question. There have been 13 commander level talks till now. Still, there's no resolution in sight. Last time, India also issued a statement saying that China has to take the initiative and probably agree on those contentious issues to probably, better the ties, especially the bilateral ties between the two countries. Do you think that China this time around can probably take a step forward to improve the ties and resolve the dispute at the LAC?
Absolutely, Ken. I agree with you. What is that India is putting a tremendous pressure. We are linking this to the bilateral relation between India and China cannot improve until unless there is a peace and tranquility on line of actual control. So this is a pressure on China. and China want to now improve the relation. We have now linked both as far as bilateral relation and peace on the border. So I suppose that China is also under pressure. They want to move forward. So that's why I said that possibly they may agree on hot spring.
Yes.
But they're unlikely to agree on Depsang so soon. We have to keep on, putting pressure on China. Remember, China and India trade is still $102 billion. They are importing from us only about $26 billion, but exporting about more than $75 billion. So we have told the Chinese that it will come down. We are both members of WTO, so it has not come down till now because there were earlier commitment. But India has already banned more than 200 apps and also foreign direct investment of China. So the supply chain has shifted from China to Indonesia, Vietnam and India. So this, in case there is no peace and tranquility on line of actual control, you will find adverse impact happening on the trade between both the countries. That China also understands. I suppose that China wants to move forward, but they will go step by step. To me, it looks India wants comprehensive disengagement from all friction points, starting from hot springs, Depsang and Depsang. To me, it looks China may concede in hot spring, but they are unlikely to concede anything in Depsang so soon.
Well, thanks so much, Major General A.K. Sivaj, for sharing your views with us. I'm told we are also being joined by Wing Commander Praful Bakshi on the broadcast. Good morning, Praful Bakshi. If you could share your thoughts on this 14th commander-level talks that will happen between India and China. What are the friction points that are likely to be taken up in this commander-level talks that will happen today?
You're absolutely right. Thank you very much. The commander-level talks have been continuing. And as you know, China has been calling the shots and we have been always agreeing to that. Yes, we may not be agreeing on paper, but we don't seem to be pressuring them, putting any pressure on them. However, after our activities which have increased in South China Sea and where we have started gaining grounds by the approval of the littoral states in the South China Sea, now China is getting under pressure.
Yes.
So what China will do is China will play around, but they are not going to relent any land anywhere in Aksai chain, including Depsang. Yes, on hot spring they may talk to you, but they will hold you on the leash. They will not relent even there. Dorot Bay Goldie area is very, very sensitive to them. So because you can actually dominate the Karakoram highway from there, and that's what China don't want.
Right.
China are buying time just to continue talking, and that's what they are going to do. Yes, China is getting a lot of support.
Right.
A lot of support from various countries also. And as far as the trade is concerned, it is India which is wanting to trade with China.
Yes.
China is finding market out here. That is why China is doing it, but China is the short even in trade. So we are under pressure as far as the economic front is concerned, diplomatic front is concerned. We are trying to put pressure. The more pressure we do, the only way out is if we show more aggressiveness on the border, if we repeat the 29 August night of taking the 7 points, 7 heights and Kailash height, it is at that time China will respect you. China only respects that. The dialogue, the 14th dialogue you will see, they will only carry it forward and nothing else.
That's right. Sir, just one last question. You know, if we talk about the 13th commander-level talks that happened, we saw China issuing a statement that India is making unreasonable and unrealistic demands, whereas India has always tried to negotiate and come to a conclusion and restore peace in the area. Why do you think China would make such a statement when it's India who has always led from the front?
Because China knows what is good for China. We must know what is good for us. What we do is we want to put the diplomatic front. Even if we want to sacrifice what is good for us. But China's policy is not. China's policy is nation first. And that's what China does. China is doing for China. The question arises, everything which China has done, 48,000 square kilometers they have got, is for China they have done, not for India. We try to appease China. China knows very well.
Right.
And that comes out of military strength. Because China knows that their military strength is more. That is why their foreign policy is strong. And that is where our weakness lies. So even if this talk will go on, China knows very well. Diplomatic language is quite different from what is the truth. You must understand. Diplomatic language is for the sake of your nation, not for the sake of enemy. That is what the problem with India is, and that is what the strong point of China is.
Well, thanks, sir, for joining us on the broadcast and giving us that insight into the 14th commander-level talks that is set to happen shortly between India and China, and issues regarding the standoff will be taken up in this 14th commander-level talks.